Rage on that beat, going crazy.
Yo, what is up, my good peoples? Welcome back to another episode of Pop the Culture. Now, if this is your first time on Pop the Culture, please know we talk about sneakers, fashion, and culture. So first and foremost, I know that a lot of people start coming in as the stream starts. So if you are already here in the building, please make sure to post your comment. Go to the comment section, post, I'm in here, we out here, whatever you want to do. We got people from all over the world that is here tonight. I want to hear from you all. And then also, if you haven't already, please make sure to hit that like button. That like button just really helps get the channel out there. Gets gets me to growing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's my water so that I can grow out here in these YouTube streets. First and foremost, shout out to Smooth in the building. I do call him the Yeezy King because, he be out here getting all these different Yeezys, and I have yet to get any of the newer models. We also got Be Easy in the building. What's good? Hashtag Kick Squad. Thanks so much for coming through. We got Jumpman Eric in the building. He is a member of the Kick Squad, so if you are not following Jumpman Eric, please make sure to go down in the description section and make sure to follow him. He is on his road to 2K. Now, I got like 14 people in here. I know the little StreamYard is so slow. So before I introduce, my next guest to Pop the Culture, I want to say hello to Ashley. Thanks so much for being here, sis. I appreciate when y'all pull up each and every, Monday, because without y'all, there would be no Pop the Culture. There would be no audience. So I'm super, super happy that you all are here. We got Caress in the building. What is good, sis? We got King ABC07. Thanks for coming through. We got Melissa Malcolm. What's good, Melissa? Thanks for coming through. Like I said, we got about 14 people in the stream. As people kind of come through, I will try to, make their presence known as much as possible. We got Amy in the building. Shout out to Amy. Thanks so much for coming through. So I'm not going to keep Stephanie backstage, this whole entire time because we got a lot to talk about. But, first and foremost, Stephanie is kind of someone that I just recently got kind of connected to on Instagram and YouTube. I have not had a chance to talk to Stephanie at all behind the scenes. So this is raw, uncut. Let me get a little bit more information on who you are, what you do, and what you want to accomplish in this space. So, without further ado, I'm going to let Stephanie come from backstage, and then I want all of you all to give her a very, very warm welcome in the comment section. And what is good, Destiny? Welcome, Stephanie, to Pop the Culture.
Hi, and hi, everybody. It's the support for me. I love
Hello.
It's the guy support for me. Like, it really means a lot just seeing guys supporting women, and then just women just in the sneaker world itself. So I'm so excited.
Yes, and like I said, shout outs to everybody that's here because when we do anything in our lives, we always look for that genuine and that kind and that consistent support. And a lot of times it is from people that we do not know, and so I'm very, very fortunate. Even if I had 2 people on the stream, I would be very fortunate for those people to be on the stream. Sometimes I got 40 and my comments are going crazy, and I'm like, it's a blessing, but it's also like, slow down, people. So I'm super excited, each and every time that I can have any type of audience. So let's go ahead and get into the first question. So tell us a little bit about who you are, anything you want to share, either personal or in terms of, your content creation platform, and when you will say that was the moment that you fell in love with sneakers.
Okay. All right. So, guys, I'm Stephani Narvaez. I recently started my YouTube channel in November, so it's about to be a year. So I talk all things sneakers. And besides doing YouTube, I also I've done like brand ambassador work for like Foot Locker. I've modeled for Foot Locker, and I've done like content for like the Nike app, and like on the side of like the sneaker stuff that I do, I also do I do acting. So that's a little brief of what I do. And I would say what got me into sneakers is, well, ever since I was a little girl, like in middle school, actually, I will never forget, and I will always say this. There was this girl, I was in 5th grade, this girl was in 7th grade, and this girl came to school with a different sneaker every day. She never repeated her sneaker, and I literally every day I would look forward to that, to see like when is she gonna like mess up and like repeat her sneaker. And that girl never repeated her sneaker.
I still trying to get like that, okay?
And ever since then, it was my goal to be the same. And I would just little by little collect sneakers. That was in middle school. I would like, my first job I got was going towards sneakers. And then in like high school, I fell off a little because I went to like private school, so they didn't accept sneakers, which hurt me. And then in college, I got back into it. And then now, like as I get older, like I'm turning into like, you know, my passion is turning into like an actual like career, and like I'm trying to do that.
That's awesome. And I love the fact that you said, you know, you saw somebody and like just, it seems like every single day they have a sneaker on. And one of the things that I used to do, because we didn't have a ton of money where I could just go out and get, you know, new release or pay over, you know, $50 for a shoe at the time. And so one of the things that I used to start doing when I was in college was I will go to like the Nike outlet and try to find things that are on sale, because to me it's like, at this point, I'm just trying to get a whole lot of sneakers. I don't even care if it's new release, old, you know, something that everybody's got. It's like, I just want to have a lot of sneakers. And then, you know, obviously as I got a little older, better understood, you know, what the I guess culture of, you know, being a sneakerhead or a sneaker collector, I felt like I started chasing more of the new releases, you know, within the past couple of years. So definitely you always get hooked by what is on somebody else's feet. So that's dope. Now, you kind of mentioned that you've done some brand ambassador work and things like that. So we will get into that tonight. But I really wanted to hear from you, then talk a little bit more about like what really just influenced you to start your YouTube channel. You know, it's about to be a year, but like, what was that moment that was like, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel and it's gonna be about sneakers?
So I feel like a lot of us tapped into our creativity during COVID, right? So when it was COVID last year in March, all we could do was be home. So I was on social media a lot, and literally I seen like Foot Locker Woman's Instagram account. They did so much of like, oh, use this hashtag and you'll get reposted, or they'll like repost like regular women. It wasn't just like the people that model for them, you know?
Yeah.
And like I'll see like all this creativity that like these pictures, right? So I started joining, like trying to do reels for them, trying to like do like stuff to get reposted on their account. And then I found out that there was like a whole community of sneaker lovers, and there was these hashtags where you can find other sneaker lovers. And it was just so eye-opening and so dope to me. And I'm like, this is a thing. Like there's a community of youth, like Instagram, or just like there's a community of like especially women sneaker lovers, and they're bringing their creativity, the way they style their sneakers, the way they do the nails with the sneakers matching. Like I've seen it all, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I want to do this. I want to be a part of this community. So I started posting more about my sneakers on Instagram. So then I did a 30-day challenge where it was like every day I posted a different pair of sneakers for 30 days. And then and then after that, I was like, okay, well, what am I gonna do now? And like one thing about me, like I have experience, like I've worked in media, so like I've done like interviews, I've like been on camera, and I like I was just still on front of the camera. So I'm like, okay, well, I love to talk about sneakers, and I'm not scared to be in front of the camera. So YouTube is the place to do that at. So that's when I was like, all right, I'm gonna get on YouTube and start it.
That's nice. Yeah. And a lot of people agree. Like we got a couple of YouTubers or shootubers, like I like to call it in the chat. So Jumpman Eric said, same with me. I started in June during COVID. You do have a new sub. So Smooth just sub to your channel. So no pressure to get any new content out there.
I'm gonna subscribe back, y'all. I got you.
Yes, and we got Titanic Feet in the building. Was good. We do have Tremaine in the building. Was good. Thanks for coming through. And then Jumpman Eric, which this leads into my next question. So he just subbed up on your and followed you on IG and saw that you were an extra in a TV show. So for people who don't know, Raising Kanan. Okay, Kanan. So I haven't watched it yet because it's on Stars, and I don't have Stars. But can you tell them a little bit about that experience and like kind of how you got that? Because I saw that and I was like, oh, I'm just wait to Pop the Culture to learn more about that. And I just thought that was so cool that you were able to do that.
Well, thank you for saying that, because I literally just posted about it last week, and I was actually saying, like, for me, I don't know about y'all, I'm sure y'all have different passions besides sneakers. And for me, I've always felt like I had to hide my passions depending on where I was, depending on the type of time. Like when I worked in corporate, for example, I didn't post nothing about sneakers. Like, so basically what you just said, it means a lot to me, because like I'm able to talk about TV, but also like, you know, I could talk about sneakers. So with that being said, I do a lot of extra work, so I do background acting, and a lot of that work is from New York City. So I've been on a lot of shows like FBI, some Netflix TV shows. So that's like my main job, and I get all of that through Casting Network. So if anybody wants to know how to get background work, it's castingnetworks.com. Like I'm always down to like share my resources, because I know what it is to not know where to start or what's legit and what's not. So that's how I get all of my work. And a lot of shows are filmed in New York City. So that's how I got that. I just submitted myself. They needed me, so I got in.
That's awesome. And you know what, the one thing that I really love about Pop the Culture is that, you know, even though we're doing this interview, you know, Pop the Culture, we talk about sneakers, fashion, and culture. And a lot of times what we see on TV and what we hear, you know, on the radio, what we see in the blogs is tied to this sneaker culture, right? You know, we want to have the latest fashions. We want to, you know, we are influenced by, for example, seeing someone wear a different shoe every single day in school. And so to me, it kind of all ties together, and it kind of goes with this whole idea of being creative, putting yourself out there, not being afraid to take those risks. And I just think that's really cool that you're really living out those passions and not, you know, being afraid. And then also realizing that there is a space out there. So like we out here, you know, we exist. So that is like, maybe would be, I can put that on my bucket list to be like a background or something, you know, in a show or something. I feel like that would be like a good bucket list for me.
You should. Where are you based in?
I'm in St. Louis, Missouri, which I don't think there's like much going on here, but I would be willing to travel somewhere.
Yeah, you never know. And then, I mean, there's major other like areas where they have a lot of that. But my focus, like you get to choose your location. So I put New York City, but I don't know. Maybe there is somewhere for you. But yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. Like, you know.
So Eric said, what's the coolest show that you've been on?
Oh, Power Book 2. It just came in March. I was a cheerleader for one of their episodes. So you'll see me as a cheerleader in the background. It was like a dream come true. So
that's awesome. That's so cool. What up, Mike? Destiny, they said, are you starting a YouTube channel? Yeah, sis, are you starting a YouTube channel? We talk about Destiny right here, because she said, I still haven't tapped in, but be on the watch. My fellow shoe people love watching all the YouTubers. That's what's up. Awesome. Okay, so let's kind of talk again. Let's talk a little bit about like Instagram and a little bit about YouTube. So as I was like, let me do my research on Stephani. Let me make sure I understand, you know, what's going on with her. I noticed that a lot of your content is based around like Nike in particular. So, you know, do you wear other brands of sneakers, or are you just like Nike through and through?
Okay, Okay, so I'm trying to get away from that only because yeah, like my collection is just 95% Nike. It
Okay.
just unconsciously happened. It's not like I sat there and was like, I will only wear Nike. It was just something that I just love the different, like the new styles that come out. Like I'm always into like, all right, these are the 97s, then there's 270s, then there's the 97s. I mean, the like just different styles. Like
Right.
I'm just like always trying to see what's the latest and the newest Nike style. So it just happened. Adidas, like I had like some NMDs. Those are like I got a good amount. Pumas, if they collab with a female, I'm really into it. When they did like with Kylie Jenner or when they went with Rihanna. They recently did it with who did they do it with? Like they was like doing something with Danny Lay. I bought some pants. Like it's just like it just depends. But I'm open. Like I just got it for the first time, some A6 for some running.
Okay.
Aces. I don't know how to say it correctly.
Yeah.
I just got some new running. I want to get my first pair of New Balances. I want to get a first pair of not New Balances, and then something else. I can't think of right now. But yeah.
So do you not have any Yeezys?
No, and let me tell you, the reason why I don't have no Yeezys is because it's hard to get Yeezys. And that's another thing too. Like a lot of my shoes are general releases. Like I can get my sneaker at a sneaker store. Like I try the sneaker app, it'll work. Like it doesn't matter if you did stuff for Nike, if you were on the app, it don't matter. I don't got connect like that. So no, but I'm open. I love Yeezys actually. I want some Yeezys. But I just don't have a connect, so
that's hilarious. Okay, so Mike Bisley said urban culture has always did its thing by influence. It is good to see urban expanding to other cultures. Yeah, I agree too. And I think that obviously these brands have a long way to go, but the fact that we can be representative of different cultures and different shades of browns and just so that everything is not one size kind of fits all, like cookie cutter type of people. So I will say that that makes me happy to see, especially with you doing stuff with like Foot Locker women or a Nike Air Max campaign. Like that's awesome because me personally as a person of color, I would gravitate more to that than just someone who I feel like I can't really connect with or I don't have anything in common, for example. But yeah, like you said, like general releases, like I said, I'm more of a general release type of person. I love to be able to go into the store, get it on sale half the time, not spend a whole bunch of coins or be stressed out putting in raffle upon raffle just to not even get the sneaker. When I'm like, I could have went and took that 190 and probably got 2 shoes and a pair of socks. You know what I'm saying? Like I could have got more for my money, but it's all good. It's all good. So, okay. I want to bring this up too, because I thought this was so cool. So one of the things that I pay attention to, and I think we all pay attention to, is the sneakers app. So if you're into Nike, if you're into, new releases, even like the hype stuff, collabs, sneakers app is the way to go. And I just happened to open my app one day and I saw you on Grail Tales. And I was like, wait a minute. Like I had to go back. Like, wait a minute. Did I just see her on Grail Tales? So can you all tell me, I mean, not all, you all, I'm so excited. But I'm like, can you just tell me a little bit about like what that experience was like how you got selected, maybe just for, us regular people that, really don't know what all goes into, creating a small little portion of an episode.
Okay, so I'm gonna break it down for you. Okay, so Game 7 is a marketing / advertising agency, right? And they do work for Nike. And somebody on the Game 7 team reached out to me through email and asked me if I wanted to be a part of a Grail Tale episode. So I was selected, and when I was selected, I filmed it at home, and basically we we recorded an episode of sharing like one of our sneaker stories, and it went with what I already do, because on YouTube, when I first started YouTube, I shared sneaker stories. So I was able to, like, easily put a story together that I wanted to share. And production was through the iPhone. Like, I was with the Nike team, the Game 7 team on the phone, and they'll tell me like, okay, like, direct me. Obviously, I said my own words and my own story, producing it through iPhone. And then they edit it, they put it together, and then they put it on the app. So that's how it works.
Awesome. That's awesome. So, and congratulations on that, because I think that's really cool. But so do you think that, like, if we weren't like in COVID, that the people you would likely do it somewhere else, or that they would actually come and record it? Just out of curiosity.
Well, I know. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't want to speak for them, but I would hope so. I mean, the Nike Air Max campaign that I did was through Game 7. So, and they did it in Brooklyn. We shot it in Brooklyn. It was in person. So nice. I'm sure so I know of course they do content in person, but again, like, since it was we were still in COVID, I'm sure they thought of creative ways to do it through the phone, and that's how they ended up doing it through the phone.
Awesome. That's great. I literally was like, and I've seen a couple people that I like know on social media that have been on there, and I just haven't had a chance to talk to anybody about it. So I just really wanted to better understand what that experience looked like, and just how it all kind of comes together from like the backstage, the back end of things.
Did I answer your question? Is there anything specific you have? Because like I said, I'm the type that, like, I love to share what I know. So if there's any way that, like, if you have any question, like, feel free to ask. Like, trust me.
Yeah. Like, absolutely. I appreciate that. And I think for the most part, I guess I understand, like, there's probably a various ways that someone could end up on the sneakers app, for example. And so you're just sharing your experience of how you got connected with that. So, there might be people who are just affiliated with Nike in some sort of way. It might be just an everyday person, that's using sneakers kick check, the hashtag and tagging Nike. And then they're like, oh, wow, I think these people would be good to be on Grail Tales. So you just never know. I think that that's just an important perspective to keep in mind of, like, a lot of times you don't know, like, what people see. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know who's watching. You don't know what people see. All you can do is just continue to be, who you are, love sneakers, and, be authentic in your content, and be creative as well, too. Because I think that a lot of stuff that you've done, like, even though, like, how some people you could just scroll for years and years and they have like thousands and thousands of pictures, thousands of videos. I wouldn't say you have like a crap ton of material, but like what you have is really good. And I think that, like, if you continue to go down that route, like, you could be on a billboard, you know what I'm saying? You could be doing so much more. I just, like, I feel it in my brain that, like, you're going to, like, be doing some more stuff. So I'm gonna call that.
No, thank you. And like you said, like, you don't know who's watching. Like I said, I wouldn't have got picked for the Grail Tale if I didn't talk already about sneakers on my YouTube. I wouldn't got picked for a Nike Air Max campaign if I didn't talk about Air Maxes on my YouTube. So It's like, I literally believe that, and I didn't do none of that because I knew I was gonna do content for Nike. Like, I didn't plan this. It was more of like, I do what I love, and if you don't know who's watching, and then they'll reach out to you. So that, like, just with you, like, whatever, I don't know what your goals are, but one day somebody's gonna look for a host. You don't know who's watching. Maybe I know somebody knows somebody. They need somebody to host a show about sneakers. You have that experience, you've done it, you're doing it, and it's like you can be hosting for Complex or for an event, for a sneaker event. So
Right. Yeah. I'm going to count that too. I'm going to speak that into existence as well. So because this is Pop the Culture, and this channel is primarily a sneaker channel, I want to talk about recent releases just within the past couple of days. So recently, the sneakers app did have some second chance. You know, people call it Jordan Reserve sometimes, but it technically was a second chance. They had a couple of sneakers there. So they had a plethora of ones. They had, and chat, you all might have to help me out because I know that I was pissed because I didn't even get anything. But they had Jordan 4 UNC. They had the Hyper Royal ones. They had the Nutri-Gray 85s. What else? They had the Shadow ones. What else did they have? I feel like I'm missing a couple shoes. And what's up, Holly? What is up, girl? So for you, are you the type of like super user on sneakers of like where you're always trying to go for something, or you really just like go on there when you know something's coming up that you want to grab or try to grab?
So that's how I am. Literally what you just said, the last part. Like, if I like it, I'm gonna go on the app. Like the recent sneakers that I got was, I'm bad with names because I have so many names. But you know what shoe I'm talking about? I had to cut them up.
Oh yes, the
Air Force Ones.
The Air Force One Tearaway or something like they call them now.
What is it called? All right, we're gonna call them Tearaway.
Right.
Tearaway. The Air Force Tears, whatever.
Yeah.
It was Pastel Reveal.
Pastel Reveal, right? Yes. They be having all these names. I'm like, listen, I can't keep up.
I know my name sometimes, but yeah. So when those were coming out, like I love sneakers that do something different. Like I don't know about y'all. I know a sneaker before showed like there was a reveal sneaker before, but I didn't know about it. So when these came out, the pastel reveals, like I was on that app. Like I wanted to get those. And I'm not gonna lie to you, after that, I didn't try to get any sneakers after that because of the fact that I know I'm not gonna get it. I gave up.
Right.
But when I see a sneaker that I want, which was, for example, the pastel reveals, I'm on it. And so that was the latest sneaker I got. Literally. And then like the sneakers that have recently came out, none of them really touch me. I haven't got I don't own no ones. I don't own no dunks.
Oh, really?
Nope.
I mean, it's not like I own like 3 pair of dunks. So like, I do like some dunks, some colorways, but again, I just gave up. Like, I'm just like, bro, like my heart be hurting like every time I lose. So I don't even, but I'm gonna come back. There's gonna be a couple sneakers that I would want, so I'll be back. Right. Yeah, and I agree. Like, so I personally feel like if I'm chasing something on the Nike.com app versus the sneakers app, I have way more better success. I know that's like bad English right there, but I'm like, I have a better success of getting a sneaker that I'm looking for on Nike.com. So for example, I wanted the Air Max 90 Pineapples. I got the Pastel Reveal Air Force Ones. I got I don't even know what they call, Dusty Red Air Force Ones. Like anything that I know is like coming soon and I click like get notified or, something like that. Oh, I actually got the Spade Air Force One, not Air Force One lows, the Jordan 1 low Spade. So it's like I can hit on the Nike.com. It's just sneakers that is like kind of like, I don't want to say few and far between, but like it's definitely, I'll go like a month or two and then I'll hit like on a Mocha, for example, or, something that's like super big where people's like, oh my God, I can't believe, you hit on the sneakers app. And I'm like, I take all these L's, like it doesn't really phase me at this point. But did anybody in the chat take a W on any sneaker? Because like I don't know very many people. Oh yeah, and the patinas. But I don't know very many people who even hit on these. I don't know. It's just kind of getting old. It's getting old. I can't even.
Yeah, I'm looking on the right side, just like in case people think like, what is she doing? I'm looking on the right side to see your comments because I can't see. I'm like, I got my contacts, but I still can't see the screen that good, like the little words. So
no, that's fine. Yeah, and so somebody said W on sneakers. What's that?
Facts, guys, facts. So.
But what's funny? I usually hit on the second chance. So I've hit the cool grade 3s on the second chance. I've hit the Hyper Royal 13s, or was it some kind of royal. Them hyper royals and that other royal always game royal always confuses me because they look so similar in terms of the color code. What else have I hit on second chance? I would have probably hit on the bacons, but shout outs to Eric because he hit on the bacons. So I just don't get it. Like I don't know. And then Paula said, "What's up, Paula?" She said, "What is a W on sneakers?" I called to see if I was flagged. Yeah, because you go so long without getting a shoe. Okay, so King said he got a W on the Shadow 2.0s and patinas double up. I didn't really like the patinas, but I'm glad that you got those. Never went on sneakers, and that's probably Smooth. That's probably why you be having so many Yeezys, because you probably better at getting Yeezys than you are getting Nikes, probably.
I never tried the app. I mean, yeah, I never tried to get some Yeezys online. So
You should.
I should try. You never know. Cause Nike get me tight.
Right. What's up, James? Yeah, like, so what I will say about like Yeezy is I have better luck using the Confirmed app than I do like the Yeezy Supply. Because Yeezy Supply, you literally have to like wait until it's your turn to go into the little room to try to get the sneaker. But with Confirmed, it's like a raffle, just like your sneakers. And I just feel personally like I'm better at getting that than I am actually. So like I've hit on the Confirm, I've hit on the Zebras, I've hit on the Carbons, all 350s. I only have 350s. The Breads, which was like a big release for Yeezy. And then what's the brown ones called? Oh my gosh, those are like my little work stumpers, but I don't even remember what they call, but the brown 350s. So
wait, I gotta ask you like the bacon?
I do. I love them.
What you like about them? Talk to me.
Oh, so okay, but first and foremost, if nothing else, I love how quirky that guy was from the meat. I can't remember what the name of his shop is, but Dave's Quality Meat. So I just love how quirky he is as an artist because like he basically got this opportunity to do this shoe, and then he kind of just like procrastinated, and then like something popped into his head, went to the store, got all these different meats, laid them out, and kind of got color swatches to match the colors, with the shoe to bring that sneaker to life. And to me, that's from the creativity of how that sneaker came to life. That's why I love it so much. But then also I really love the different materials, and like the toe box is kind of like it just reminds me of like pig fat. Like, how like what pig fat looks like on bacon, it's just, I don't know. It's just like so cool. Like, I just love, if nothing else, it's the story for me, because I feel like he was just so creative, very last minute. And like, he came out with like one of the most like iconic Air Max 90s, arguably, because there's a lot of them. But, it's just better than like, sometimes you could get a sneaker, like, the infrared was the OG. Okay, cool, whatever, like white, gray, and infrared. But like the fact that you could put all these materials, all these different colors, these browns, it came with the like pink laces and all that. It's just the whole package for me personally.
No, and honestly, like lately, like all the sneaker releases that women have designed, like there's stories behind certain sneakers that like makes you want to get the sneaker, like what you just said about the bacon. So I agree with you when it comes to that. Because now that you're telling me the story, it's like, okay, it's more meaningful. Now I would have gave it a try after you told me all this.
Right.
If you look at the sneaker, you're like, oh.
Yeah, and I think they look great on feet too.
Yeah, but no, I definitely believe that like when there's stories behind a sneaker, it's just more meaningful to want to get the sneaker for sure.
Right. Right. Okay, Be Easy said the last W was the silver toes for me. That was a long time ago. Just by the way, Stephanie, if you really do want to try your hat at some Yeezys, there will be Yeezy Day. And so basically like every year there's a day that there's like some really big restocks on Yeezys. And so you can kind of do your research on which ones are stocking, because I don't know all of them, but I do know that the Wave Runner, which is the 700, and that's like the OG of the 700s. So like if you get your hands on that, even if you get it and you don't like it, like you could obviously part ways with it and make your money back, but definitely worth looking into. And that will be August the 2nd. So download the Confirmed app, get your coins together, get on Yeezy Supply, and, prepare to spend your whole entire Monday trying to chase down some sneakers.
Oh, I gotta definitely add that to my calendar because literally the 700s are my babies. Like if I could get any Yeezys, those are it. And I literally got a gift card for GOAT. And that's literally the first sneaker I searched up was those. So
yeah, they're fire. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then Amir said Dave's shop. Dave's shop was crazy. I'm blessed enough to actually visit. Yeah, that guy is. It's just the way that like people's brains works, and they be able to create something to put on a sneaker. To me, that is one of the reasons why I really love sneakers, because I just feel like there's so many stories attached to them, the materials, the creativity, like just coming up with all that. But anyway, okay, so let's ask another. Oh wait, actually, so I know you primarily said like 95% of your collection is Nikes.
Oh, you? I just interrupted you. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Oh, no, it's fine. So would you ever wear like a pair of LeBrons? Do you have any pair of LeBrons?
No.
Okay, cool. So everybody knows like this whole like oh my gosh, now I'm forgetting what the name of the Space Jam. This whole Space Jam movie came out, and I know like the South Beach 8s weren't necessarily related to Space Jam, but it was so close to the release of everything. And this was a sneaker that a lot of people really wanted to have. I don't wear LeBrons. I don't have any LeBrons. This honestly wasn't even a shoe that I was checking for, but for a lot of people, it was just based off of the history of him moving to Miami to play on that team. So I just want to know if anybody in the chat ended up taking a W. Just so you know, Stephanie, it was a 90-minute raffle on sneakers.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Like they're usually like, what, 6 minutes? When you put in for a draw on the Nike app, like, or on the sneakers app,
wait.
It was like 90 minutes.
To see if you got it or not?
Yes.
Oh, wow. No, I did not know that.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I just wanted to know if anybody was able to hit on those. I know a couple people got their pair early because, like sneaker world, everybody getting pairs early, but not me. So let's see, because
the Air Forces with the bunnies, I'm so childish.
Oh yeah, those are cute though.
The blue and white ones, those are cute. I was like, I want it. I didn't get them.
Yeah, a lot of people got those. They got the Converse that came out. There was Destiny said hit the Space Jams for the homie. That's what's up. Usually it is a 10 minutes. I don't know why I said 6 minutes. I feel like 6 minutes, but it's 10 minutes. But yeah, I guess nobody hit on them, so I won't see them on feet, I guess, because I don't know anybody who hit on those actual sneakers. And then there also was the Dunk Low FTC. Did anybody hit on those? Because I saw one person. Nike, they're called the Nike Dunks. And I know you said you don't have any Dunks in your collection, so I know that you probably don't have these. But let's see, 90 minutes just for people to take a L. Smooth. As a LeBron fan, I had to cop the South Beach. I copped the LeBrons, but on GOAT June 25th, when they drop in Europe and Asia, got it for a decent price. That's actually pretty smart. What's up, Swagoo? What's up, everybody? Shout out to K Fresh and special guest Kick Squad in the building. Only person I know on the FTC was Kicknology. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Here, I'm gonna take Stephanie out of the stream and put her back in there. See if that works. Y'all see her phone was about to die. But yeah, I mean, that's dope. Like Kicknology, he did hit on those. I need to watch his video on that. I don't know if he has it up yet, but it just really sucks, y'all. Like, I mean, not that I really wanted the South Beach, and not that I really was like pressed for the FTCs, but the fact that like you just really can't get your hands on like any sneakers, it's kind of like getting old. Like I'm just like, in a minute, I'm about to go to Finish Line and just see what they got on the wall at this point, because sheesh.
Wait, but nothing's wrong with Finish.
No, I like Finish Line.
Sneakers, guys. Like I was at Finish Line.
I can't see you, right?
No way.
Oh, there you go. I feel like your phone or something's overheating. No, I like Finish
Sorry,
Line.
can you
I
hear
guess what
me?
I'm saying is like, I guess like what I'm saying is like with Finish Line or like you go into Champs or you go into Foot Locker, I like to be able to just go in there, see what they have, grab something off the wall because I get so sick and tired of going to Sneakers app or going to whatever app and putting in a draw and not getting a shoe. Like I just want to be able to go in. These are nice. Let me try them on and kind of go from there. I want Yeezy 700. Is anything special we need to do on August 2nd? Yeah. If you pray, you may want to pray. If you don't, like, you may just want to make sure that you are locked and loaded on all of the ways that you can actually try to secure the shoe. So what I will plan to do is if it goes up on the Confirm app, I will obviously put it on the Confirm app. I will also go to the Yeezy Supply and make sure that I get my page. I usually do desktop. I do my page loaded on there. And then if there's any other thing that you can do, but those are like my main two trusty things to do. But like you will have to wait because the draw takes forever to on Confirm, but you will have to wait, and it's just you're gonna need some really positive energy around you for those. I'm gonna see what happens Thursday when these Travis Scotts and sneakers at. Man, I ain't even thinking about no sneakers. I ain't even gonna think about no Travis
I see the
Scotts.
Travis Scott sneakers.
Yeah, I'm
Would
good.
you like those? I don't even try, especially when it with them sneakers, Travis Scott sneakers. I don't even try. Even try.
No, I'm good. Okay, you're better off going to Ross because Finish Line sneaker wall is terrible. Even if you see something you like, 9 times out of 10, they don't have your size. That's facts because I'm gonna tell you this, Stephanie. I wear a 10.5 in women's. 10.5 does not exist in most cases. There's never a 10.5, but I always can find 9s, but never a 10.5. Say hope the good Lord is on your side. Should have bought a Honda. That's funny. Awesome. Okay, so there's like 23 people in here. So if you haven't hit the like button, please make sure to hit the like button. Make sure that you're following Stephanie on both her Instagram and her YouTube page. She has done some very amazing things. So if you're just popping in, you may want to go look at the playback because we have talked about some really cool things. So I want to talk about your shoot that you did for the Nike Air Max campaign. So earlier you said that you did that. It was in person. It was in New York. Tell us a little bit about like how you got that opportunity and what that looked like. Was that a full day, half day, multiple days? Did they provide all the clothes, or did you kind of have to put together stuff? Just give us that behind the scenes insight that most people don't know when it comes to. We always see as like you on there or like your foot on Foot Locker woman. Like we don't see all the stuff that goes into that.
Well, I have a behind the scenes video on my YouTube channel. That's the latest YouTube video, and I literally answered the questions to all of that. So
yes.
I'm really big on like sharing and just like, cause I was that girl. Like I will be on Foot Locker Woman, and I'm like, how did people get these modeling opportunities? How do people get to be in these campaigns? Like I didn't know, so that's why I do the behind the scenes I did it with Grail Tales. I did it with that campaign. I did it with like the.
Oh, I think we lost your sound. There you go.
Did I lose you?
There you
go. So, I'm sorry. So basically, all the visuals are on my YouTube channel. If y'all see the recent video. But I'll tell you right now, what you will see and what it explains it all. But I'll tell you here too. Basically, I got reached out to do the Nike campaign. So what it was Nike sent their team out here with the production team and all that to do the campaign, and it was for Foot Locker Women's Digital. So it's for their digital campaign. And basically, it was a 12-hour shoot. So if you ever want to work on some campaigns, know that it's a 12-hour shoot from 7 to 7. It was in Brooklyn. So I'm based in Connecticut. So I took like the 1.5-hour drive to Brooklyn. And literally, so Nike provides you with the products that they want you to model in and do the campaign with. So I actually had got 2 sneakers that they wanted to push for the campaign, which was the 97s, the all white ones, and the Vapor Maxes 3, the all white and gray. I love white sneakers. I love white. White is my favorite color. So it just it was just perfect. And yeah, so they and then there's a stylist there, so they tell you how they Nike was going for bright colors. So if you see the video, the final product on Foot Locker Woman, you'll see that it's bright colors. So I had like neon pants and neon green, neon orange, and yeah, and then like a month later, because I filmed this in May. Oh, it was in May, and then it came out in June or July. I think it was July actually. The campaign came out. So yeah, so that's how it went. Awesome. And then the team was all great and everything.
Awesome. That's great. Well, thanks for sharing that. And yes, everybody needs to go on her YouTube and look at her behind the scenes of Grail Tales, of her Foot Locker Women, what do you call it? Like your feature on Foot Locker Women or whatever. I know I'm not using the right terminology.
You're freezing on me.
Oh, I don't know if it's me or if it's you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, maybe it's me. Can you repeat your question again, please?
No, I was just saying that for everybody in the chat, like make sure to go and sub up to you so they can see the behind the scenes of the Grail Tales, of the Foot Locker Women, like all that, because this is not only is it a great experience for people to see, but like you said, you love sharing. So if someone is interested in also doing that, like you kind of give them a understanding of what they would need to do to be able to hopefully secure, that opportunity.
Okay, so you broke out, so I don't know what was said.
It's okay.
And I'm so sorry. But if you
That's okay.
Please repeat your question.
Yeah, no problem. So, hold on, we got a couple of comments I want to get to. So Amir said, I just need Nike to let me be great and let me do an Air Max 1 feature. Yes, that would be awesome. That would be awesome, bro. Yeah. I only have one stipulation. Tinker Hatfield has to make a surprise guest appearance. I would fall out if that man came through. I would be so happy. Just remember me, friends, and family when it happens. Right. Yes. We need W's on some Air Max 1s too. And said, Paula, you already know, y'all, I'm in the car with me for the ride. Yes. I love it. Okay. So, speaking of your YouTube channel, I noticed that you do how to style videos. You've done like how to style certain different sneakers. So how would you describe your style, and what's your favorite sneaker to style?
What's my favorite sneaker to style?
Mm-hmm.
My favorite sneaker to style is some 97s. I literally have a good amount of 97s. I just love the style of the sneaker. Like, it's the little details for me. Like the Nike in the middle, the stripes. Like, I don't know, for me, the bubble, like the 97s are my favorite sneakers to wear. Literally. Oh, and before it was 97s, I was like a Huarache lover. Like, I had so many Huaraches. I still own a couple, but like I literally, like, it was bad. I had like a good 7 amount of Huaraches, and it was just like I was obsessed. And then I got into 97, and then now I just collect 97.
That is amazing. What's up, 313? Okay, so but how would you describe your clothing styles? Is it street? Is it dressy with sneakers? Like, how would you describe, how you style yourself?
I would say I style my sneakers very simple. Like, I'm a simple person. Like, I love streetwear. I just don't know how to do that. I don't put somebody said 97s are their favorite too. But yes, I'm trying to read the comments too. I just want to feel like I'm not being so strong. But no, I would say I love streetwear, but I don't really do streetwear only because like I gotta watch a whole YouTube video to know how to put those outfits together. But if you look at my style, it's very simple, honestly. Like I I get the color. I pick a color from the sneaker, the shirt to match it. Put some jeans. Put some cargos. Like put some shorts. Like I'm very simple. Like I don't do a lot of graffiti. Like I'm not a lot of words on my shirt and stuff. I'm very simple.
That's what's up. So then you kind of answered my next. You kind of answered my next question, because I was gonna say, if you could only wear one sneaker silhouette for the rest of your life, like what would it be and why? And I feel like it might be the 97, but if you have a different sneaker, let me know.
You froze up at the end. Can you repeat that again, please?
Yeah. So
the last part.
Oh, so what would your like, if you could only wear one silhouette for the rest of your life, like what would it be and like why?
I mean, so let me tell you guys my go-to, my everyday sneakers. You guys seen that stuff, that post that been going around Instagram? Oh, I wear 3 pairs of sneakers. Like if I don't own 30 plus sneakers, I know you guys seen it. Mm-hmm. I know you guys seen. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. So me, I'm gonna tell you my one, but there's 3. But my one that I wear faithfully is my 270s, the white ones.
Nice.
Like 270s, my go-tos. They're the most comfortable shoe for me. I won't run in them, obviously, but you catch me 270s.
Nice. So Destiny said, what is your favorite 97?
Okay, so my favorite 97s are the gold ones. I don't know the official name for it, but they're all gold, and then they got red, black, and white. My babies, my forevers, and like literally, y'all. I don't think nobody needs it. Think of your favorite sneaker, and that's my favorite sneaker. Like it's messed up, y'all. Like it. If I could get another pair, I would. That's literally my favorite sneaker. I love the colorway. Like I'm really big on colorways. That's what makes me want to get a shoe.
Yeah, me too. Me too. So, do you have any upcoming releases on your radar? Like anything you want to get this next month?
No. Only because I got that gift card for the Go app, right? And I'm trying to get some Yeezys or some Fords. So that's the only reason why I haven't been like looking at upcoming, because I know I'm about to get me some sneakers from the Go app, and that's about to be my most key sneakers that I'm gonna have up to date. So.
Right. Yeah. Anybody in the chat? What are your?
And even if I don't get like, I do want to get some dunks though. So even if I don't get it from like the Nike app, I'm gonna still try to get them in the Go. Like I got some options. So.
Yeah. That's nice. So anybody in the chat, like, does anybody have
my next sneaker?
Right. Anybody in the chat, like, are you all going for anything? Let's see. Now I can't read that. You'll have to read that one.
I'm about to read it. It says, Stephanie, tengo una pregunta. No estoy seguro de si se lo han preguntado, pero ¿qué inició su pasión por los zapatos de deporte? Okay, so entonces, okay, so he said, so Stephanie, I have a question. I'm not sure if it got asked, but what made you get into your passion for sneakers? Like, what started your passion for sneakers? So I'll say it in Spanish and then in English, right?
Yeah.
To answer that person. I'm going to speak in Spanish. Is that fine real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, so yo voy a decir que a mí me comenzó cuando yo estaba en grado 6. Siempre me encantó los zapatos. Yo vi una niña que siempre tenía diferentes zapatos cada día y fue a escuela con eso. Y me gustaba cómo se vio, so comencé nomás queriendo comprar zapatos y tener diferentes zapatos cuando voy a escuela. So eso como comenzó mi amor para zapatos. So basically, what I was saying is, I told them the story about how when I seen the girl in middle school have so many sneakers, it made me want to be like her. So I ended up wanting to collect sneakers.
That was the cutest thing ever. I loved it. That's amazing. Okay, so Sneaker Vibes only said, "Hey sis, I'm trying to be good, but I need the lightning fours." Okay. 313 said Travis Scott frag one. I'm going after the big L. Oh, pair of dunks. Yeah, those are hot. That's it for me this week. 2 L's is more than enough. He said, "Okay, I dig it."
Going for the L. Oh, they about to try to get 2 L's.
And then Destiny said, "Holding off till August." Yeah, I'm gonna try to go for these black and white dunks, but I know that it's gonna be an L. Let's see, King ABC. So I think you're talking about the MX 350s. Okay, switch up the language. See, that's what we do on Pop the Culture. We is cultured out here. We got all the languages and everything. Lightning 4, Seafoam 1s, Orange 1 lows, and Pollen 1s. Yeah, those pollens are going to be a problem. Definitely going to be a problem.
Yeah, they were orange and lows ones. Ooh.
Yeah, those sound hot. Yeah, I really like lows, especially for the summertime.
I had a question for you.
Okay.
Because people be somebody asked me this question once, and ever since then I always be wanting to ask sneaker lovers this question. Would you can you still see me?
Mm-hmm.
Can you still see me? All right.
Mm-hmm.
If you could design a sneaker, what sneaker would it be? No, but not just design it. I mean, like the color, because you know how I'm big on colorways. So what colorway would you want a sneaker? Like, would you design a sneaker?
Yeah. Okay. So for me, family is really important. Okay. So I got to think of the sneaker like later, but I would know the colorway. So I want to explain that to you. So for me, like family is really important to me. And we've lost a couple of family members that were really like instrumental to our family, like the matriarch. We lost someone very young in our family. And so the colors that all represent them, we did a balloon release in May, would be red, purple, green, and blue. And those represent those 4 people that we've lost. And I feel like I would either do an Air Max 90 because that is my favorite silhouette, that is my favorite silhouette, or I would do like an Adidas shell toe or Superstar because that is like a very nostalgic shoe for me. Like that's what I used to rock like when I was a kid, like all white, all black, all the different colors, the lows. And I would just have a combination of those colors. And then I would have, their initials either on the back or somewhere on the shoe, maybe have somebody in the tongue, in the insole, on the tongue, whatever, just so that they all 4 can be represented, because I want, all of them to be equally represented somehow within the sneakers. So like if I would ever design a shoe and had like full creative, so not like that Nike by you and stuff like that, which I know that I can do, like I would really want to create something that represents all of them. So that way, every time I like wear the shoe, I like think about them, or like if I go to like a family function, it's like, it's obviously the topic of discussion in the family, but it's also something that I feel like they're with us, they're with us at the actual, function or whatever. So y'all should have seen me trying to type my question. Autocorrect is trying to play me. Thank you. Do you have any other questions for me?
Well, did you hear what I said? But yes, slides for sure. Ambush dunk. Wait, there's a good question. You like ambush dunks?
I don't like those.
Really?
I don't know. It's just, yeah, they're just not.
It's too much.
Like they're cool. Yeah, like I don't want a Nike running off the shoe, like a Nike swoosh running off the shoe, and then like the heels got that weird plastic piece. Like, I don't know. I'm not really into it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Destiny said if you could do a collab with anyone, who would it be? I would have two different people. One would be James Whitener because I love how sentimental his creations on sneakers are. Like it's like everything goes back to a memory in his childhood or somehow telling a story about how, he grew up, whether that was through some oppressive, moments or really just with his mom being a single mom, like with the Ama Minier threes. So I would really want to collaborate with him because I feel like I could be vulnerable and share my story and we could come together to create something that blends with his and my culture or experience to create like something on a shoe. But obviously, we do have to hold it down for the females. So I would definitely want to work with like honestly anybody that does that has sneakers. So like I would want to work with like a Laylee May or I'm trying to think because like it's so many people that are coming to my mind, but just like a Laylee May and people like that where I know that they have done some really awesome things creatively, with the Nike brand or really with any shoe brand that they've had because we are so like we're left out of the space a lot, and so I feel like there would be strength in numbers with us if we all came together, or me and her and a couple other people that are working on the shoe kind of came together to collab and make something. So she says size 6 for me. What about you? If you could collab with anybody on a sneaker, like who would it be? Let's see.
Wow. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to read the comments, but I can't see. It's going by so quick. What did somebody say? If you could do a collab with anyone, who would it be?
Mm-hmm.
I would. Hello, are we still here?
Yes.
Are we good? Are we good?
Okay, can you do me a favor and if you X out of here and then click back on the link to come back in, maybe that'll help the signal. Let's see.
Okay. And we not good? Are we not good right now, or are we good?
Okay, now it's working.
Huh?
I don't know. It keeps getting worse and worse.
Okay, let me try.
Okay. What up, y'all? Sorry we having the technical difficulties, but I'm so glad you all are here. And then, Craven said I would like an olive and gray suede representing Earth. Now that would be fire, especially if that was like on a New Balance or something. Like that would be everything. So let's see. We're gonna bring her back in. Okay, let's see. Did this work better?
All right, we're good.
Yay! Okay, so the question was, if you could do a collab with anybody, who would it be? And I guess she's speaking to a sneaker collab.
So I would want to, if you could do, I would pick a female to collab with. I cannot give you a name right now because I don't want to mess up nobody's name. And usually it's the first and last name. So what I'm not gonna do is embarrass myself for now. But I do want to say, like, I feel like I see a lot now of people of like just companies, even just on Instagram, guys, like people like mentioning the creators of these sneakers, like, and I feel like that's just so dope for me to see, and it's just like just like embracing more like woman designers, and the women that are like working at these companies putting these sneakers together. So like if I could collab with like a woman that is designing a sneaker, that would be so dope.
Yeah, that's what I kind of said too. Like, I mean, I definitely would have like I would want to work with like a male designer and a female designer, because just for the specific things that they do per se. But I definitely feel like, you know, being working with women in the sneaker industry to create a sneaker is like once in a lifetime at this point, because, you know, we're still kind of fighting for, you know, the equality and the representation within sneakers. So I definitely think I agree with you. Like I would want to work with like maybe just a fleet of women, you know, a whole creative team of women to put together something that, you know, really tells a story about, you know, women and, you know, in the career or, you know, just in sneakers in general, and kind of tell that story. I think that would be awesome.
Like even the director, like she was a woman, the director that did the Nike campaign. Like it's so dope. Not to push out guys though. Like I love guys that are like really helping the woman. Like I see guys that are like putting women on their podcasts, on their like, you know, talk shows, and it's so dope to see men supporting women, but also just it's not that we like want to take over. It's more of like we just want equality, and at the same time, it's like when you think about sneakers, you think about, well, I used to think it was a male thing, and then as you know, now it's like you starting to see like no, like it's a woman and male thing. Like sneakerhead, you don't gotta automatically just think guys. Like it's like no, guys and girls, like or guys and.
Yeah, I think just regardless of gender, you know, sneakers are obviously designed for everybody's feet, right? Like it's not supposed to only be for you know, a certain person, a man or a woman. So I really like the direction that, you know, we're going in, but I do feel like that we have such a long way to go. And both you and I, you know, are carving out that space, you know, with every, you know, opportunity that either of us get, whether it's big or small, you know, just know that we're carving out space. We're kind of not necessarily leading the way, because there's a lot of people that have come before us, but continue to encourage and inspire and motivate other women to get out there and be uniquely who they are, you know, in terms of sneakers and as sneakers is concerned. So yeah, so you know, what's one thing that you want people to look forward to when it comes to your social media presence, either on YouTube or Instagram or both?
I would say I definitely want to. There's a couple of things that I want to say. I would say I definitely want to keep working with brands. So like even just like I just worked with us a athletic store like near in my area in Connecticut. So like it's like Bob's store. So I did content for them featuring their sneakers and their clothing that they sell. So I just want to work with you. You're gonna see me keep continuing to work with like companies and pushing out like, you know, digital content for them. And yeah, that's one thing that I would say. I
That's
working
awesome.
with companies and brands. And I love what you said though at the end, like, you know, about like us helping each other, helping other women like share their passion for sneakers, because at the end of the day, that's what I want to do. Like, you know, you just you doing YouTube, like there's gonna be a girl that's like similar to you from your hometown that's seeing like, oh, she got the confidence to do a YouTube channel, she got the confidence to do this and that, she's been doing this and that, I can do it too. Like I didn't see people like me do what I'm doing, so that's why for me it's so important to do that, because I want to grow my community to see that. So you know, it's us all women, all us men, everybody that what we're doing. It's like we got to do it for the, you know, future generation. And then people that are coming.
Awesome. Okay, so Amir said I would love to do a collab with Melody Asani. That's who was in my brain. You, Alayli May, Sheila Rashad, Tinker Hatfield, Frank Cooker, James Whitener, and then Mark Ong, super dope creators. That's awesome. So my last piece that I usually do is a show and tell. So I personally don't have any sneakers which is rare, but I don't have any sneakers from this week. So if not this week, but like that I recently picked up that I haven't shown. So this is how I was hoping we could do this. if you have a couple, you can run and grab them, or maybe it's just something that you maybe have if they're sitting in the box that you just DS like you haven't even looked at. Also, for the women that are in this chat, I'm going to put the link to the StreamYard. I normally do not do this, so consider you all very lucky for a couple of you all to come on and please show off your recent pickups. So I know that some of you all are super camera shy or you don't necessarily like to come online, but I really want this to be a special, moment for me, Stephani, and you all to come together as women to showcase our collection. So the link is in the chat. So if I can have a couple of ladies, I can take up to 10, but I'm hoping that 10 don't people come in here. She said, dang, of course I'm at work. Next time.
That's so dope, right? I wish you should have said that. We could have.
It was a little surprise. Aww. We'll see if anybody shows up, because they get real chicken when I start saying, yeah, you can get on the stream, and they be like, oh, I'm not camera. I'm the same way. Like if someone tells me to come on live, like, and I wasn't planning on it, I get like super, super nervous, and I'm like, oh, my hair isn't done, or like this and that. So
I got my test that reveals. Remember I told you when I was on your live that one of them isn't done?
Right? Oh yeah.
This isn't done, and I'm not doing this until I look at your whole thing again, and then try to do it better. And then these are the ones that I actually ripped up.
Yeah, those are nice though, because some people they just like rip it open a little bit, so it's kind of like just revealing it, a little bit. But it's not too bad. Yeah, I love those, and I didn't even do the eyelets. Like, how you peeled, I think, did you peel the lace part, like the lace holes?
Right here?
Yeah, you didn't peel that? No. I didn't peel that on mine either. Okay, Caress TV said, well, at least check my channel out for recent pickups. So I need everybody to go click on Caress TV. I don't know how it works on your phone and everything, but maybe click on Caress, and if you want to make sure to get her on there. Okay, we got somebody on the live. We got somebody coming in on the live. So we got Destiny up in this piece. If you want to make sure to get her on there. Okay, we got somebody. Mute your make sure to mute your phone, Destiny, I think, or somebody. What's good?
So I look a mess.
Oh, sorry.
But I had to get on here. This is like one of my first lives that I was able to catch.
Let's go.
But it's not a recent pickup, I would say. But I did go to that Laced Up event this weekend in Chesterfield, also St. Louis area.
Right.
And since this drop, I have been trying to get my hands on an 8.5 because I wear 8.5 in men. So I hit on a 9 because I never hit on 8.5, but had to get these. In my size, so I'm pretty hype about that. So now I can start undsing them and bring it out hopefully before the end of the summer.
Because I know you got some fits, sis. You got some fits to get off.
I got a lot of stuff, and then I think I'm gonna go live tomorrow. So I'll hit you up if I go live tomorrow and do some unboxing.
So tell me this: are you going to be starting a YouTube channel or not?
You got the whole background for it,
right?
This is just a little bit, but I don't know. I actually went and purchased a computer today. I usually do everything from my phone, but I would like to get a YouTube channel started. I know I do content all on my Instagram all the time with unboxes and showing off shoes, or whether I cop for a friend or it's an exclusive drop or something like that. So I might get a YouTube started. I don't know. Might need some pointers, but if anybody knows me, I'm super outgoing, but on the camera, I get a little shy. So.
Hey, look, you ripped off the Band-Aid tonight. You are here. Oh, and Destiny Swagoo was at the sneaker event, and he's like, she was at the sneaker event this weekend? And I'm like, yeah, first of all, yes, she was.
I was there. I was planning to be there for like an hour, maybe 2, and I ended up being there like for 5 hours. So I had a good time.
That's what's up. I was at the lake, so I did not go. You got any other things? Because I know, well, you actually, Destiny, you've been hitting for other people. That's been like what's going on with you.
I'm on my hiatus right now, so until the 4 shoes that I mentioned drop, I'm probably not copying any personal pairs for myself. Well, I lied. I just lied to you. I apologize. there's some lows that are supposed to drop tomorrow in the morning, so I'm gonna try to get those. But
The purple ones or whatever.
no, there's some Jordan lows. I'm a lows person. I got like 15 pairs.
Sweet.
But they're like the obsidian colorway. It's so dope.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get those for my husband.
Yeah, so I need those obsidian lows because I obviously don't have the highs. You know, we're not gonna talk about
me
that.
either, and I'll probably never have the highs.
But
I'll never have the highs. Okay, so what's your IG? Her IG is the same as what's on the screen, Eric. So it's just DE24INY. And then you can find Stephanie by putting in her last name first and then her first name on Instagram. So
I'm gonna slide off of here so you can have your moment, Stephanie. I've enjoyed the live. Fresh.
Thanks for coming through.
Peace out.
Thanks. Nice meeting you.
See, every now and then I like to have, just a couple people come through and show off their collection. There's a lot of people on here that buy like a lot more shoes than I do in a month. So it's just always good because I'm like, yeah, I haven't bought anything. Like I don't know if you're like me, but like I like to buy clothes too. So sometimes like I'll just have clothes and I won't like have any sneakers. But this week I've been trying not to buy anything because I'm going to Vegas on the 4th of August. So I'm just trying to like not buy anything so that I can just spend all my money in Vegas.
Okay. Wait, I got a question. How many times a month do you try to limit yourself to get sneakers?
I go for like I try to secure. I'll say this that way because I'll go for a lot of shoes, right?
Oh, that's
I try to secure like 2 to 3 shoes a month. Okay. Some of them are like reach backs, like meaning like they came out, they may have like restocked or whatever, or some of them are just honestly sneakers that I just see on Nike.com. So it's not like a new release, a sneakers app, I try to go for. So like you love the 270. I love the 270 React. Like that was a sneaker that like I really wanted to try out, or I got the Space Hippie 04. So sometimes like that 2 to 3 shoes is like one new release and like 2, like I would say regular people shoes, general release. Like I really want these and I'll hold off because I know that I can like get them for cheap or not, for, full price. Like I'll just wait and I'll maybe like use a coupon or something like that. So usually 2 to 3 every now and then, like there might be a heavy month, but, best believe if there's a heavy month, like I am doing content out the wazoo because I got to get some of my coins back, first of all, to get, to be able to provide, for these shoes. But I mean, honestly, it's nice because people really do want to see, how I style it, or like my on feet are different, and so I think people like really enjoy it in terms of like entertainment. But here lately, I've really just been trying to grow Pop the Culture. I've had only women on here for the last 2 months, so that's been really nice. Just to really focus on women and representation, and I'll bring men in one day, but like they had their shine when I first started Pop the Culture, and as you can see, they're here and they're supportive. So I think that's always like a plus.
I love to see it. You're doing a great job. I watched your episode last week, and I'm gonna keep watching every Monday.
Yes. So I will say, and I normally don't do this on the end of lives, but I'm just gonna do it because I let people come in today. So my next guest will actually be Q the Queen. So if you don't know who Q the Queen is, she is I would say she's kind of like a veteran in the YouTube game. She is a LeBron lover. Like she has a LeBron collection like out. Oh, somebody said, wait, nah. You gotta wait back from the chat. Too late. I already told people. Thanks so much. But yeah, so I'm really excited to have her on. She was one of the I feel like everybody was one of the first, women YouTube pages that I've seen, but there's just not that many of us. So this month I'm focusing on people who actually have YouTube channels, and hopefully can kind of get the word out that like there's not just a whole bunch of men doing sneaker YouTube. Like there's women as well. So
yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so if you don't have any other questions, I've like exhausted my whole list of questions. I think we had a really great time this afternoon, evening for you because you're on the East Coast. But I truly want to thank you for being here at Pop the Culture. Please let me know if you ever need anything or you just want to talk about shoes. Like you can always like DM me. I can give you my cell phone number. I want to create like a friendship. Obviously, I don't want to just have this whole like, oh, I'm gonna bring you on here and then like never ever talk to you again. So please keep in touch. Let me know if you need anything. I look forward to seeing what else you have going on with everything that you're doing, like whether that's YouTube, Instagram, or through your agency. Really, really, really inspired by everything that you're doing, and just please keep posting. Like, don't forget that, like, we're inspired by that. And I know I am personally, and I want to see, want to be able to give you your flowers, on IG and things like that. So don't feel like you're like in this little bubble where you can't, be out and show people what you're doing, because like we follow you because we love it and we love to see it and we want to cheer you on.
Oh, well, thank you for that reminder and thank you for everything. And I really had a great time doing this. And you keep going too and having these platforms because we need this. And
thank you.
I'm gonna give you your flowers for having this platform and just being dope and just helping others like sneaker lovers. So it means a lot, and I look forward to our relationship. And to everybody that tuned in, like seriously, y'all could have been doing anything else. So for that, thank you for being on here.
Clearly, absolutely. Sure. Then we got my Kick Sick. He probably coming from work, but thanks for coming through. That's another member of the Kick Squad. So if you're not following my Kick Sick, make sure to hit him up. He does some lives as well. Everybody better go sub up. Yes, hopefully you gained some subs today. And please check out her behind the scenes videos of all the different projects that she's been doing. She's been doing a really great job. So let me remove this banner here. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and she said I'm always at work, but it makes my Monday. Yay, that's good to know. So as always, like I said, I appreciate you all for being here, and I'm your girl K Fresh. And until next time, you already know what to do. Stay fresh. Bye.